Candace Owens. Candace Owens got demonetized. Let's go. I should have kept my YouTube open. Let's go back up on YouTube. To be honest, I didn't do any pre-research on this topic. I just dived right in. Pause. And wrote it down on my list. But I heard yesterday that she got demonetized. Owens. See? The SEO is strong. Do I want to look at other demonetized guys talk about her being demonetized? Battling with Zionists. Jesus Christ. One second. Let's find something. Candace Owens. Okay. Let's go to this one.
Well, it looks like it's Slaughterhouse-5 on YouTube. I don't know what is going on or exactly why people are being demonetized.
Oh, salute to Kim Iverson and her YouTube channel. Salute.
Or ripped off of YouTube. But YouTube has been at this, and it's not just Candace Owens who said today, or actually yesterday, she announced that she has been demonetized from her YouTube channel, that she is not going to be able to make any more money. She received 3 strikes right in a row. So her channel had no strikes previously. Suddenly,
3 strikes in a row.
She's getting 3 strikes right in a row. And now she is permanently demonetized from YouTube. Not only that, but she's not even allowed to post for the next week. Then they'll allow her to post. But my understanding is she'll never be able to make money. She has been taken out of the partner program, and she can reapply in 90 days to potentially see if they'll reconsider monetizing her channel, which is...
Wow. At least they're letting her reapply. But that also happened with Just Pearly Things, as well as Fresh and Fit. Everybody gets an option to reapply. I'm going to talk to you guys from experience of having my channel demonetized twice in 2023. Didn't happen anytime in 2024, or no, once in 2023, and then shortly after in 2024. So 2 times in an 8-month span. They always give you an option to reapply or to appeal it within 30 days, sometimes 90 days. It depends on what the case is, right? So with all of these different cases, as far as Fresh and Fit, they got to reapply, denied. Same thing with Pearly Things. She reapplied, denied. One of the things they need you to do before you reapply is clean up the problem of why they demonetized you in the first place. The first time that I got demonetized, it was for content that was promoting drugs and violence. All right. Y'all hearing me? Drugs and violence. Now, keep in mind, I have hundreds of interviews that are on the channel that have interviewed guys who are smoking their brains out. This, during the time when we used to pass spliffs, pre-COVID, right? And there was a lot of mother F this, mother F that, mother F this. Okay, so I took that into consideration. And maybe violent topics. Some of my thumbnails weren't always the greatest thumbnails. You understand what I'm saying? And some of the topics and some of the titles weren't always the most mindful titles. So what I ended up doing is I did a quick little autopsy on my page, and I did an 18 and over filter. Maybe I can do it over here, and I'll show you guys what I mean without giving you guys too much of the secret sauce. Let's pull up the Instagrams. Or sorry, let me pull up the back end of my shit. Pause. So if I go and do a filter, and I go age restriction, 18 and over. Let me double check y'all. Seeing this on the screen? Perfect. So if I do 18 and over, and then I apply that, right now you see 0 videos that are 18 and over. At the time when I got demonetized, though, and I did that filter check, it said 120 videos were 18 and over. I'm talking about Young Lava interview, the Full Smiley interview, Shorty Raw interview, a multitude of different interviews and different clips that they had at the 18 and over. So what I ended up doing, long story short, is deleting all of those videos. I obviously backed them up. I posted a lot of those on our backup channel, the We Love Hip Hop Clips channel. But I deleted all those videos, and then I reapplied, and they accepted me back into the partner program. However, I'm not talking about the same types of shit that Candace Owens is talking about. All right, we get into political topics and what our opinions are on the powers that be, and we talk about. I see some people using the word "small hats" in the comments. We talk about Jewish people and different things that are going on, but we're not going hard in the paint like Candace Owens, right? Salute to Dusty Wallace. He goes hard in the paint, but I try to be as I try to teach him to be as mindful as possible when it comes to getting on these microphones, especially when we're on YouTube.
That never happens. I don't know of anybody who's ever received their monetization back after 90 days. So
no. See, perfect. See, I'm glad I just explained that because I did 2 times.
She has been fully demonetized from YouTube 3 strikes in a row. Not sure exactly. It seemed like it was the Kanye.
Oh, sorry. Last thing. I don't mean to keep stopping it. I didn't have a bunch of strikes when they gave me the demonetization. They just demonetized me. I didn't get a notification. Hey, these videos are videos in question. You might want to watch that type of content. No, I just woke up, got an email, said you are demonetized, sir. Deal with it.
West interview that she did end up posting that onto Twitter today, so you can watch that interview, but apparently that is what got her the strike. But 3 strikes for that one video seems a little bit odd. Seems like maybe they would have hit her on other things.
Hold on, what video are they talking about?
Her. She did end up posting that onto Twitter for 90 days. So she has been fully demonetized from YouTube 3 strikes in a row. Not sure exactly. It seemed like it was the Kanye West interview that she did. She did end up posting that onto Twitter today, so you can watch that interview, but apparently that is what got her the strike. But 3 strikes for that one video seems a little bit odd. Seems like maybe they would have hit her on other things, but they're clearly going after her for anti-Semitism, right? That's what they're claiming. They're saying that she's an anti-Semite. And by the way, I want to point out,
is that video still there? 1 second. And I'm not going to play it because yo, that's crazy. Kanye. Somebody might have reposted it. It's out of here. Maybe we can refine the search a bit. Interview. Let's do that. Maybe. Oh, bro. Fucking with that Kanye guy. I know it's not just the Kanye, but if I know the Kanye is just a good way to just kind of stick it to and you had Kanye on your podcast. And that Kanye West interview that they're talking about, oh man, that's crazy. That Kanye West interview that they're talking about right there, that's an interview that she had in the vault. She had done that interview. I remember her talking about it. She said she did the interview and she was holding on to it. And even the way that they produced it was just like the mic was in the middle of the room. It was weird. 1 second. Let's do this. Candace Owens. I can't type today. Kanye West. I'm sure there's clips on you. See, look.
To appeal to both sides and find that place of happiness. There's things where like Trump and
listen, I have to proceed with caution. I have to proceed with extreme caution when reviewing anything, because you never know what's going to come out of this crazy nigga's mouth. Pause. All right.
On what they're doing for there to be happiness in the world. We can't just say, oh, it's okay for people to like super complicate deals and to collude on deals and to not look at us as human beings, as artists and athletes and actors, that we have to be willing to like stand up for that to be able to change something. And we need to come together as a society to be the first civilization that actually became civil, you know, to stop war. Like people, it's a possibility of having a worldless world where the human species is not at war with each other, but we
now yeah, I have to just make sure to keep on monitoring what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? You could just go off the handle.
are more sophisticated because of social media.
Kanye will just be saying some smart shit and be like, "Cause of the news." Whoa, calm, yo, hey. You didn't have to go that far, bro.
Because of the information that we have now, and we got to have people like us and God using us to push that to the next side. And we got to get control of our country.
So this is one of the interviews in question, or the interview in question that they're saying was one of the strikes. Ooh. Kanye. Your boy Kanye got you put in YouTube jail, fam. That's crazy. Let's go back to Shorty over here.
That is coming from the right. That is not the left that is censoring her. That pressure is mostly coming from the right. There is definitely.
Hold on. Bring it back. Heal up, reel up, bring it back. Come, rewind.
Right. But 3 strikes for that one video seems a little bit odd. Seems like maybe they would have hit her on other things, but they're clearly going after her for anti-Semitism, right? That's what they're claiming. They're saying that she's an anti-Semite. And by the way, I want to point out that that is coming from the right. That is not the left that is censoring her. That pressure is mostly coming from the right. There's a lot of left-wing desire to censor and curb anti-Semitism, you know, what they're calling anti-Semitism, but that is more something that sentiment is shared more on the right than I think on the left.
And keep in mind, she came from the Daily Wire. She was let go from the Daily Wire, let's say 4 months ago now, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. She was let go from the Daily Wire, which is a heavily... Oh man, they got a lot of power. It's run by the chapeau.
Candace Owens is the latest in the slaughterhouse that is YouTube. If you guys remember, we had a guest on the show on Friday.
And obviously, the Daily Wire is super right wing. You know what I'm saying? Brett Cooper, also chapeau, right?
Who had been also censored from YouTube. He recently, just the last couple of weeks, received a couple of strikes from YouTube. So he's not allowed to post or he's not allowed to stream. And the videos that they were going after him for were from 7 years ago. So what YouTube is doing is they're scouring your pages. They're looking through all of the content that you've ever posted. And even if when you posted it, it didn't violate community guidelines, if it violates their ever-evolving community guidelines today, and you posted it 7 years ago, but it's still on your channel, they will dock you for that. They will actually hit you for that and give your channel a strike, which is really...
Now, maybe for the people who might not understand that completely, YouTube's terms and conditions or their community guidelines are consistently changing. They've changed a lot over the years. If you go look at some of the older content on YouTube, it was very Jackass-esque. You know, you can do stunts on YouTube. You could push somebody down a hill in a shopping cart. YouTube still deals with a lot of very low or lowly produced content, for lack of a better terms. But back then, you used to be able to get away with a lot of crazy shit. Entertainment, yeah, fights. Yeah, you used to be able to see full out Kimbo Slice fights on YouTube. People beating the shit out of each other, blood. And those YouTube channels, cannabis content, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, even with our content. Yes, we're the world's most smoked out podcast. This is true. And big salute to the sponsors. I deal with, loud sponsors, but I'm very selective with my words. I'm very selective with even showing the exposed loud on camera. Maybe people might see me chiefing a little bit over here on live, but when I edit the podcast, you never see smoking. It's just not even a thing. Where back in the days, you used to see us chiefing it down. Now we're still, we're still chiefing. Don't get that twisted. But I'll show you.
We love hip hop.
Okay, I got some hap. A$AP Rocky. I have a spliff in my hand. This is Drake.
How was that happy?
You'll never see a time. Yeah.
Like you were supposed to have my back. You know what I'm saying?
Was he?
Yeah. But
right? You see me right there? Hold on. Let me go back right there quick, fast. I'm trying to make a point here.
And he's a respectable person, and I think he's a good role model compared to a lot of other rappers,
Yeah. Now, seeing that freeze frame, I'm there working with the blunt. I'm there fixing it because I'm about to puff it on camera. Yeah. But you'll never see that.
He just fumbled his perception.
Not anymore.
Yeah. And I don't think.
Oh, see, smoke trailing off of Friday's face because I just took a draw of the spliff while Czar's talking right here. I'm drawing the spliff, but if I keep the full shot, right? Because I do the edits. If I keep the full shot and I'm just doing this. This video will not get monetized. And if I do that over and over and over and over again, where I'm just crumble, let's smoke. Because I think sometimes even people get a misconception when they come over to the podcast. They're like, oh yeah, man, I want to come over to We Love Hip Hop podcast and we're going to smoke and go crazy. Ha. And I'm like, it's not that serious. Let's just come through and talk, man. Don't get too lifted because I don't want you to not be able to answer the questions properly. And two, I don't want to have to cut mad shit out the video. So if you're not a big smoker, don't come up there on the podcast and try to impress us. It's not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean and try to keep it down on the cursing. Right? Like I curse, I say shit on these streams and stuff like that, but I rarely say the word fuck. All right, I just said it now.
Scary, I think.
I'm not going to say it again for probably another 10 minutes, maybe, because I know the algorithm.
This has really made me reconsider keeping all of my videos on YouTube. I think I'm going to have to go back this weekend or this next week when the show is on vacation, and I'm going to have to scrub my YouTube channel because I don't want them to go back in time and say, well, Kim, you said this one thing and we don't allow that anymore. We just, at the time, you weren't.
Facts. I actually was thinking about the same thing. Like, I need to go do another little autopsy, go check back and see if there's anything that's a little bit too edgy and delete that.
Weren't breaking our guidelines, but we don't allow it anymore. And suddenly I'm demonetized from YouTube. So Candace is the latest one. Lauren Chen, we talked about her last week. So Lauren Chen.
Okay, I don't care about Lauren Chen. Sorry. We care about Candace. She black. Let's go to her channel. I've been watching her videos. And
all right, guys, welcome to another special.
And I'm not even subscribed. There we go. Bang. So let's go to some of the videos here, because she just started reposting on her video on her channel. Let's say, hold on. There's gonna be a gap. Okay, 3 months ago.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
episode 1. It was 3 months ago. When was that? That was June 10th, 2024. So just back in June, she started getting back to it. This is literally right after she left the Daily Wire. Or the Daily, I don't know. The Daily Wire let her go. She started back her YouTube channel. God damn. From June to September, and they already demonetized you? Holy shit. That was quick when you really think about it. Now that I really take it in, that is quick. Look at this. Because the last post that she had before that is when she was still working for the Daily Wire, which was 6 months ago. So she started back. She got episode 1 of her podcast going. Let's see some of these titles. Just got I got fired. The real reason my show was canceled. Okay, that probably wasn't helping. Candace plus Yay episode coming soon. That's not helping. Why does Nikki Haley love Israel more than the US? Listen, she's entitled to her opinion, and this is what she does. This is the area of YouTube that she's in. But just the word Israel in your title, fam, you're asking for it. You have to calm down, Bridget. Black America can no longer be controlled. This is the thing about Amber Rose. Candace Owens versus hold on, let me just try to find some titles that I feel that might be problematic. Shocking revelations about 9/11. Great debate, Israel versus Palestine. That's a problematic title. Just don't even use the words. We talk about this shit. I just don't post the shit. And don't get me wrong. It's not right to be censoring somebody. I don't think it's right. I think it's trash to be censoring Candace Owens. But I can't go again. I can't tell YouTube what to do as far as with their community guidelines. Why I left religion, and then she's talking about my youth here, friggin' Andrew Tate. Literally Hitler. Like, come on, broski. Like this title right here, literally H guy. Why can't we talk about him? Well, I'll tell you why, Candace, because you're going to get demonetized. Did she bring Alex Jones on her freaking channel? Yo, she's a mod woman, eh? There's no way, like, for her to clean this up. And if I was somebody who was going to help her, like, do an autopsy on her channel. Yeah, all those videos got to go. You can't even change the title. Just delete them. And it sucks because they're all doing great. All her videos do 500,000 plus, or at least close to 500,000 views. 1 million in 2 months over here. Like, she's cooking. She was probably making some good bread too. Oh. Listen, man, pray for Candace Owens. The more I look through this, the more it's just hurting my feelings. Jesus Christ. Another one bites the dust. Listen, last thing quick fast on this. When I was going through my little shit, just for the money that I make on YouTube, I was like, God damn. That helps with rent. There's a lot that can be done just from a little bit of YouTube money. But the amount of views that she was getting for each clip that she was putting up, she's probably hurt. Well, she's got a rich husband, so in the end of the day, she'll be fine. But yeah, that sucks. Her pride's probably hurting. Her pockets are okay, but her pride's hurting. Okay. In the end of the day, like I remember, she's got a rich husband. She'll be all right. Shake it off and reapply in 3 months. But I'm gonna move on.
We love hip hop.